Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot with what is going to become a weekly vlog type section thing every Friday, I think, because Friday, everyone loves Friday, gotta get down on Friday, all that kind of stuff. People have been asking for this kind of thing for a while, and I just had to realise that I need to actually have something to talk about before I can start it, but I'm sure I can make something up every Friday, so we're going to start doing things. Now, it is technically Friday for me. It is 20 past 1 in the morning. I have an exam in 8 hours, and basically, you know my last video where I was talking about working hard and all that? Yeah, I didn't do that, so I'm not really prepared for the exam, so I'm doing this before I go to the library to basically work for the next 8 hours straight, go to the exam, come home, sleep, go to my nephew's birthday. It's going to be a fun day, but thankfully it's all nearly over. The suit, I'll explain. Basically, I realised a lot of you, when you first joined the channel, will have heard the word Dapper quite a lot. Dapper was like the word of the channel. It was my favourite word, bar none. And lately it's not been there, you know? There's been no dapperness, there's been no particularly dapper things for me to call dapper, so I figured until I can find a game that's going to contribute to the dapperness of the channel, we're going to suit up on the vlog segments, just to make it a bit more fancy. I say it's fancy, I'm just trying to procrastinate, to be honest. Oh well. What was I going to talk about this week? I did have a plan. I think I've forgotten it. That was better. The plan is to talk about being typecast. And I think I've briefly touched on this before, but I want to go into a little bit more detail. Basically, this is mainly for people who already have their own channels or stuff. A lot of you know that my channel basically got to where it is now because of Skyrim. You know, Skyrim was what got me all my initial subscribers. I was on about 30 subscribers or something. I'd played Dead Island, Bastion, Fear 3, Warhammer 40k, and I think one other game, and I was still sitting on about 30 subscribers. This was after about 150 videos. It wasn't going well. Skyrim came out, exploded. It's just the way it works sometimes. And so, for about a year, I did a lot of Skyrim content, like all the time. The Creation Kit came out, I did all of that, and that's still one of my more popular series. I still can't do that. I will learn. I learned to whistle. I nearly learned to click. I will learn to... Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so Skyrim came out, blah blah blah, Skyrim was the big thing. I did a video at the time saying, okay, I don't want to just play Skyrim for the rest of my life, other content's going to happen. Other content did happen. Other content wasn't popular until Jurassic Park Operation Genesis came out and The Walking Dead. I kind of struggled to find anything that people wanted to watch, basically. And that was the problem. The initial, say, 3,000 subscribers that I got, and my god, that seems like a long time ago now, those initial 3,000, they were all there for Skyrim, and the next 7,000 were all there for Skyrim, or Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, or The Creation Kit, or The Walking Dead, up until about 25,000 subscribers in June of this year. June of last year. This was a big problem for me, because every new series I came out with didn't really get views, people weren't here. They were here for Skyrim, not for stuff. Somebody's awake. Okay. Let's go into the kitchen. Anyways, so I'm going to show you something here, like now. I have to kind of right. I'm going to try and put it in my hands. Is that working? Maybe. No, no. It's not. Obviously, it's not that now. It's there when I add it in post-processing tomorrow, so I can't really see what I'm doing. But bam. That is my views since the start of the channel. Well, it should be. And you can see a very clear spike at the start, from nothing to quite a few, from Skyrim way down, and it's taken about 2 years for me to get to the point where I'm now bringing in the same kind of views as Skyrim did initially. For just like a couple of days where it absolutely rocketed, and it's taken 2 years of constant content for me to get to that level again, and I nearly quit because of it, and I had a lot of problems, and it's been a pain in the ass, frankly. Sorry, language, French. Don't know what that was. I'm tired. I'm really tired, but I've got to prevail and stay awake, and this is procrastination won't last forever. Library after this. I will change before the library though. I'm just waiting until my iPad charges. Anyways, yeah, there we go. What was I on about? Oh, Skyrim. So it took 2 years for me to get to that point, and you'll notice now that basically what I'm trying to do is alternate between dinosaur games and non-dinosaur games, and you needed the thumb and the finger just to know what 2 looked like. Alternating between dinosaur and non-dinosaur games because I accept dinosaur gaming is kind of my thing. It's my niche, it's my market, it's what I enjoy doing, and it's what I want to keep doing. I don't have a problem with that. However, to the same extent, I want people here because, and how do I say this without sounding arrogant, because they want to see me and not because they just want to see dinosaurs. You get what I mean? Obviously some series are going to be very popular, Operation Genesis, blah blah blah, because they're very popular games, people love them. But I want to be able to play other games and still be able to keep the channel rolling in 5 years' time. If there are no dinosaur games left for me to play, which is a very realistic proposition, I need to be able to play other games and not get typecast into that role. So I'm always going to keep trying to play other games now, which isn't something I did when Skyrim first came out. It was just Skyrim. So I want this to serve as a warning of some form. A lot of people just play Minecraft. A lot of people just play Call of Duty, and you've got intrinsic problems with those anyway because everyone does it. So many people do it. And if you're a small channel playing Minecraft or playing Call of Duty, the fact is you're really going to struggle to break into YouTube, and it's a horrible thing to do anyway. It's nearly impossible these days, just because the market is so flooded. But if you're playing one of those really overplayed games, you're going to struggle even more. Just excessive levels of struggling if you play those games. And you'll get typecast. And if you ever want to play anything else down the line, or they stop coming out with Call of Duties, or they stop updating Minecraft, or Notch dies and people don't want to see Minecraft anymore, something like, I don't know, things, what do? You struggle along for 2 years until you get back to where you were, and it's not fun. I tell you that for free. Usually I charge for this kind of information. I don't really. It's disconcerting seeing my face there, but having to look up there. Maybe I can move the webcam so it's like, wait, he's back. Okay, so yeah, it's disconcerting that. What was I on about? My hair's very fluffy today. I don't really know why. I don't know why. This happens, by the way. This little flicky bit won't go away, no matter what I do. This bit of hair. Look, I'll flatten it. It's good luck, isn't it? It's not a good luck. And still there. Flicks up. So I have to. First world problems, eh? What was I on about? Although I am in Preston, which is barely first world. I'll go with second world problems. My keyboard is so dusty. I do worry sometimes. I've got an issue. I really struggle to focus on things, but whatever. That's for a later date. Anyways, so it's just a warning, basically. I really struggled, and it's taken a very long time for me to get to the point where I'm actually happy with how the channel's going and stuff. And if you ever have tabs on this being more than a basic hobby, which is something I'm going to talk about in future videos, then being typecast is something I would desperately try to avoid. That's my, hopefully, showed you guys a little bit. I think that's about it. I think that's about all I want to say. I should really go get changed and go to the library and work for 8 hours on the major histocompatibility complex. It's very exciting. Next week we'll talk about, I don't know, careers, life, something like that. I did my medical school interviews last week. I've got one more booked for March. So that's kind of like a big thing in my life that I want to talk about, and how it might impact you guys down the line as viewers of the channel and stuff like that. So my hands are very okay. My hands are going to do the finished talking for me because apparently I'm going to stay blurry now. So okay, this is quite cool actually. Oh, am I okay? We're okay. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about next week. This has gone on far longer than I wanted. Good 10 minutes of procrastination right there. Do worry, I'm going to wake up the rest of my house, so I am going to go. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll not say this enough. I've tried to start saying it more often, but 2 years ago, I couldn't have dreamed I'd be sitting here on 42, nearly 43,000, it might be 43 by now actually, on 43,000 subscribers. I don't really know what to say. It's just a bit crazy. And he's the 100k. Oh, he's the 50k. 50k is the nice big one, and I'd like to mid-March. I think. I don't know. I've got like a scale. But yeah, next week we'll talk about careers and jobs and moving and life, and I'm the blurriest person in the world. Okay, until then, cheers. Much love as always. Stay dapper. Bye bye.